match number 7 of the evening saw the second semi-final as Adrian Arturo, an Essex Rescue favourite. I love seeing Adrian in action with Eddie Pettifer obviously in his corner as always. You know, second semi-final, Eddie's going to be there to support Adrian always, and he'd be taking on another Essex Rescue favourite. You know, this guy, I love my heels obviously, Samuel St Daniels. Oh, I didn't know who I wanted to win this one. I was just looking forward to a cracking, absolute brilliant match, and that's exactly what I got. The fans were obviously on Arturo's side. Arturo would overpower, you know, obviously he was the more powerful individual in this one, but that doesn't bother St Daniels. St Daniels would try multiple shoulder knockdowns, absolutely hilarious, but he'd be downed. He'd then go after the knee. He would work the knee throughout this one. Arturo would fight through the pain. He'd hit a lariat at one point that would send St Daniels over the top rope, and then he'd hit a huge running crossbody. But as I say, you know, St Daniels would not give up. He'd hit a nasty club to the chest, absolutely nasty, and then he'd go for the chop party. Everyone loves a chop party. St Daniels does hit a nasty chop, but at this point, Arturo was so fired up, it's like it didn't faze him, and then he'd hit one of his own deadly chops. I was in heaven. They're both chopping each other. What more could I personally want as a fan? I love my chops, as you all well know. Anyway, this one definitely, you know, you'd see St Daniels would hit the knee twist at one point and then just carry on working the knee, and he'd be bending every rule possible to absolutely wear down his opponent. St Daniels at one point would hit a power bomb for a 2 count. Absolute, showing his pure core strength. The man, but it was a deadlift power bomb on a bigger individual. It was absolutely ridiculous. But Arturo would hit the fireman's carry stunner to pick up the win and advance through to the final. Just, you know, out of nowhere, he fought through the pain and he picked up the win that he needed to see himself advance. St Daniels would then attack after the bell, hitting a frog splash to the knee, and then locking a single leg crab. But thankfully, Pettifer would hit a code breaker to break things up to save his tag team partner. You know, St Daniels, nasty, vicious, horrible individual. Love it. You know, fantastic heel. Great to see in the ring. Arturo, fantastic, over with the fans, homegrown, love him, and he's just fantastic, powerful individual. If you ever get a chance to see either of these two guys in action, go check them out live for yourselves.